Hello everyone, how's it going? Hope you're all having a good day. If not, that sucks, but I can't do anything about it because I'm just an idiot with access to the internet and a hot glue gun. Now, there's probably a few of you wondering, or probably all of you wondering, what the fuck is that and where is Supernova? What did you do to her? She is fine. She's in my wardrobe right there. I just want to introduce those of you who don't follow me on TikTok for whatever reason, should go do that. To my new fursuit, Sass. I've had him for a couple weeks now. I just waited until now to do it because I only just now added a zip on the back of his head. So, yeah. I'm going to switch back to Supernova now because I know a lot of you come here for her, not this boy. But if you want to see more of him, there's plenty of TikToks with him, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hi everyone, I'm not wearing a hood anymore. Hoodie. Apparently I can't speak today because it is too warm for that. I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea, especially in a suit with ventilation like Sass, which I don't know if you noticed, probably not great, but not the point. Today, in this video, as you might have read from the title, I'm going to be talking about stereotypes or different types of species that people have as their fursonas. Now, in a world where you are basically allowed to create whatever you want, there's going to be species that I'm going to miss. I'm going to try to stick to species that have not been made by other people and are actual animals that exist in the real world, simply because that narrows it down a bit for me. One of the species does not follow this rule, and that's just because I'm biased and my fursona is that species. So that's why that is. But yeah, the first species I'm going to be covering today is wolves, dogs, foxes, any kind of simple canine like that. If your fursona is one of those animals, you're basic. You're either a child who doesn't really understand that everyone has a fursona of that species, or an adult who has had their fursona that species for so long that they're scared to change it. The next species is cats. This applies only to domestic cats. I am going to be saying something different about you big cats, so don't worry. If your fursona is a domestic cat, you're basic, but you're trying to seem original. You probably had your fursona as a fox or a dog or a wolf of some kind, and then saw everyone else had their fursona as that as well, and so changed it to a cat, thinking that's very original, even though it's not. A lot of people have their fursona as a cat, so you'll know better. Next one, as I promised, is big cats and bears. This also applies to bears. You're either trying to seem tough and strong by giving yourself a truff and strong. Wow, that's so English. Truff and I just did it again. Tough and strong fursona, but you're just not. Or you have a bigger body type and want a fursuit that, when paired with that, will actually just look natural. If your fursona is a rabbit, you're gay for Judy Hopps. Or Haru. That's it. If your fursona is a deer, we get it, bro. You watched Bambi that one time as a kid, and you like Louie from Beastars. But could you please stop talking about how angry you are that there aren't enough deer in the furry fandom? We get it. Some small child just screamed outside. I hope you didn't hear that. If your fursona is any kind of video game character, this can apply to Pokemon, something from Undertale, I guess. Anything from Spore, anything that kind of falls under this category. You're either a child or a very nostalgic adult. I see there is no in between. If your fursona is a fennec fox, it probably wasn't your first choice. You either wanted to be a fox and or a bunny. So, you tried to be original, but failed. If your fursona is an otter or a seal, you're trying way too hard to be original, or you just like swimming. If your fursona is a dragon, a unicorn, or, some other mythical creature, I'm sorry to break it to you, but being into mythology isn't a personality trait. If your fursona is a bird, you either have a bird, want a bird, or watched Rio as a kid. That's it. If your fursona is some kind of lizard, so snake, any other kind of reptile, you're the kid that nobody wanted to sit next to at lunch, and you're probably mad that there aren't any lizards or reptiles in Zootropolis. If your fursona is a horse, you started off as an MLP stan, and that's how you found the furry fandom. And finally, oh god, I just went past really loudly. If your fursona is a skull dog or any other kind of skeleton-based creature, including bone foxes, so this does apply to me, you're an Undertale stan, and or you're an emo. That's literally it. And that's that. If I missed your species, I don't care. If you feel mad that I missed your species, I don't care. If you're offended by any of these things, it was a joke. I don't actually mean any of the things I'm saying. This is all just for comedy purposes, even though nobody's laughing because I'm not funny. But, you know, don't get offended, please. That's drama that I can't deal with. Bye-bye!